Hey guys, I'm really sorry I'm late. Where the hell did everyone go? There's no one here. Matt. Hacker. CJ. Even Darken is gone. Don't they know it's our 1 year anniversary? Doing Game and Deitz for, yeah, a year. And apparently it's just my job to do the review for this. Fine, let's go pick a game to damn review. Just tripped on an air mattress. Oh! What am I running? A little bit, yeah. Hey guys! My god, I have a lot of games. Well, what do I play? I have the PS2. No, can't play that. I have Wii Sports. It's not a good game for review. I have Sonic and the Black Knight. No. Do I have? Hey, it's my old Game Boy Advance SP. God, I haven't played this thing in forever. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. We did a Let's Play of that a while ago. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna review this game for the 1 year anniversary because it's special. Let's go. It was it was already it was dead. Hey guys, and welcome to my very first review here on Game and Deitz. To celebrate the 1 year anniversary, I decided to look at one of my favorite games of all time. Today we're going to be looking at Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance. It's also on the Wii U eShop, which is how we played it. What it was the first Let's Play ever to go up on my channel, and it went up August 1st, 2014, a year ago, give or take a day. And this game is one of my favorite games of all time. It's the first game that really got me into RPGs, and it was weird because it was a Mario game. So I decided, since we canceled the series early, and we never got to really show more than 4 episodes of it, 5, one was corrupted, I figured I'd review it here. Especially for the 1 year anniversary, because this game just launched this whole thing, and it means so much to me that I was able to do that. And it was the first game to make me think about story in the same way I viewed gameplay, as being just as important to the game. This game was released in 2003, 12 years ago. So does this game, a Game Boy Advance game, hold up to this day? Can it truly still be as great as I remember it? Let's hop in and find out.
Nintendo!
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. The normal Mario story is Princess gets kidnapped by Bowser, or person, and you must go through 8 worlds and save them. But that's not exactly how this works. It is an RPG after all. So, it starts like this. The game opens with a pleasant fugue of trumpets. The fanfare is for the ambassador of the Bean Kingdom, the neighbors of the Mushroom Kingdom, who came to visit Princess Peach and give her a present. But that's not the real ambassador. No, in fact, it is an unnamed witch in a Laffy Bean-looking thing. And they stole Princess Peach's voice. They replaced it with explosive vocabulary. Not cursing, but words that literally blow up. Only Mario can stop this after he, is finished showering. Mario literally jumps into his clothes and then heads off to help the princess at the castle. He learns he must go to the Bean Kingdom to get her voice back, and him and Luigi, who was forced to go on the trip, go off into a new land to save the day. It is revealed that the bros must defeat Cackletta, the witch, and her lackey Floffle, that bean-looking thing, and get Princess Peach's voice back before they use it to awaken the Beanstar, and become all-powerful and unstoppable. Of course, I'm leaving out some details, since this is an RPG, but hey, I mean, it sounds like your standard Mario plot, right? As stated earlier, this entire game takes place within the confines of the Bean Kingdom. From what I've seen of it in the game, it's just as diverse as the Mushroom Kingdom has ever been. You have space fields, and a mountain, and deserts, and some ice temple thingy. There's even a tropical island. Oh, and who can forget the best setting in them all? The college. Because every good Mario game takes place with learning. But honestly, this game took the normal Mario aesthetic and gave it a new identity. Sure, there are green grassy hills, but there aren't hills with eyes that watch you, nor clouds with eyes. Almost nothing inanimate has eyes. The influence from the other Mario games are very clearly seen. Within the music, within the setting, it's kind of a love letter to itself, if that makes any sense. Speaking of music, it's all top-notch, with boss battle music being some of my favorite scores. It's blood-pumping and makes for some tense moments. The area music is good all around as well. The oceanic areas have more relaxed, island-type reggae feels, while Creepy Ice Island of Dead Jokes has an ominous eerie vibe to it. No matter where you are, the game immerses you in the world it has created. If you like humor in video games, or in general, you'll really enjoy this game. The writing is always funny, and you can't play it without laughing. The graphics for this game are fantastic as well. This is a Game Boy Advance game, it's 32-bit, and every area looks great. Sure, the Bowser model does look a little bit dated, it's chubby, it's not the normal Bowser now, but for what it could do back in 2003, it looks fantastic. This game will always have a timeless feel to me, like Earthbound does. Along with the funny writing, beautiful graphics, and fantastic music, the characters in this game are a sight to behold. They range from zany to insane to just straight on weird, and I love them. You have Fawful, the little bean thing. You have Popple, a thief who continually tries to steal from you and calls himself the best thief in the world. I imagine he's like a Brooklyn mobster. And then you even have the Hammer Bros, not like the fighting ones, but these two guys who like constantly make hammers for you, and Prince Peasley. Let's go to gameplay. While this may not be the very first Mario RPG ever created, that crown goes to Super Mario RPG on the SNES, this is a very different type of RPG altogether. The gameplay is broken up into two different sections: the platforming, or world roaming I guess, and the combat. As you move around the overworld, the developers clearly wanted people to remember Mario's roots as a platformer, because there's a lot of jumping and platforming in this game. Jumping just becomes your tool to traverse the world, and it never becomes cliche. It feels normal to move around an area to get to the next. With the addition of special abilities that you get throughout your journey, like the high jump or the firebrand, everything always feels fresh and new. These abilities allow you to access different parts of the overworld, meaning you can unlock new areas as you get these powers. These abilities also work their way into the combat of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Combat works in this way. Battles are a normal turn-based RPG style, but one major twist. Hitting the button for the Mario Bro that controls it at the right time will evade the attack or counterattack it. Yes, let that sink in. This is an RPG where you can go through a battle and not get hit and still go for more than one turn. No other game has given you this freedom. In every other game before this, and a good amount after, you just had to grit your teeth and take the hit like a man. But now, thanks to the geniuses at Alpha Dream, you can not only dodge the attacks to avoid the damage, but even counterattack your opponent and hurt them on their turn. The abilities all work their way into battle by being solo moves. One Bro, it's your standard attack. You can use the hammer, the hand, the jump. But they also are in Bro attacks. Bro attacks are the special attacks that consume BP, or Bro points, and do a lot of damage. You can also go into your items during battle to heal and such, or run away. That's all the gameplay that's in this game. Told you it was a very light RPG. Spoiler warning for ahead, we will be talking about the end of the game and different sections throughout the game. If you do want to play the game and get this through yourself, you can click right here to skip ahead. Ready? Good. After getting your hammers and learning that Princess Peach is in fact safe and has been all along, the Bros travel to the Hooniversity to confront Cackletta and Fawful and stop their plan to awaken the Beanstar. After beating Cackletta, whose soul ends up finding a new host inside Bowser after her defeat, the Green Star breaks apart. Mario and Luigi must collect all 4 pieces of the star and save the kidnapped Princess Peach from Bowletta. A bit horrifying, isn't it? It's Bowser, but with pink Furby ears and a rack. After getting all the pieces of the Beanstar through some very obnoxious means, Mario and Luigi storm Bowser's flying castle. Yeah, things did get a bit weird in this game. An attempt to stop Bowletta once and for all. Upon arrival at the castle, you are tasked with progressing through it by beating the Koopalings. And all of them are here. Except Boom Boom. Long live Boom Boom. But after 7 mini-boss battles and an entire dungeon of annoying enemies, they're tough as well, and platforming, you come upon Bowletta! But it's not the final boss room, and you must fight Fawful instead. Here, he swears vengeance unto the Mario Bros. As he's rocketed out of the castle, Team Rocket style. And the real fight with Bowletta finally gets underway. Her first phase is pretty easy. Aim for the breasted reptile Furby, and dodge all the crazy shit that she throws at you, which includes falling stars. Just saying. After you beat her, or is it him? I don't know. After you beat Bowletta, it is revealed that thing has tricked you, and a time bomb comes out and knocks out the bros. Bowletta then sucks you into her belly, where the true final boss fight begins. Cackletta's soul is a rough boss fight, filled with tense moments, and it's pretty long for the game. It took me a total of 3 tries to get it for this review footage, but it took me a good 12 years to get it in my physical copy. But once enough damage is dealt and you survive the onslaught of bullshit attacks that were thrown at you, you can kill Bowletta's soul and her for good. The game ends with a farewell from the lovely people of the Bean Kingdom, and the credits follow the plane ride back from the Bean Kingdom to the Mushroom Kingdom. The game ends with a thank you to the player. All is well that ends well. I guess, except for Bowser, but hey, the Mario Bros. Had a hell of a time.
Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is one of my favorite journeys to take on the Game Boy. The mix of Mario platforming and RPG battles proves to say that not only can Mario take Bowser out with an axe and a bridge, he can fight anyone fisticuffs as well. From the heart and humor found within the game, to the brilliant battles and world built, I truthfully love this game. I've played a few RPGs, not too many, but none, to me, are held in as high regard as this series. And this was the game that started it all. Was this game perfect? No. There are a few places that could use trimming and shortening, and there are 1 or 2 side quests that I would just love if they were taken out of the game. That hurt a bit. But if I had to change the game, I wouldn't. It's perfect the way that it is. There's so many things that are done right in just this one game alone that those few cons are just heavily outweighed. It may just be my nostalgia blindness, but the Mario & Luigi RPG series is one of the finest ever made. They're different, and they're not afraid to be. They stand out among the myriad, the plethora, all the big words I can think of, all of the other RPGs out there at the time, and just showed that they don't care that they're not following the normal formula, that they're not doing the same battles. They want it to be. They want to be looked at differently, in a different light, and it works so well. With all that said, this game gets my rating of Beat It. As with the completionists, I feel number review scores just don't do justice to a video game. A game, or movie for that matter, can be judged by how the IGN or Kotaku reviewer felt. And sometimes it is just, but most times it isn't fair. Video games should be based on their fun factor, something the late Satoru Iwata wanted all of us to recognize. They're a form of entertainment. They can even be art. And sometimes tagging a number to that, to me, it doesn't feel right. So, we've created a scale that all of us here on the channel agree on. And this game falls on the Beat It. Is the game a must-play? Is it a masterpiece that everyone in the world should play and have discussions about and delve deep into it? No. It's not. But it is a fantastic time. And it's a very easy game to get into. And this is one of the first games Satoru was executive producer for. He was president of Nintendo, right about as this game went up. And you saw the beginnings of his ideals coming through. I've been playing the series for the past 12 years. There's 4, soon to be 5, different fantastic games. If you're a fan of RPGs, hardcore ones like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, this game may be easy and unattractive. But if you want to get into RPGs, or just have a thing for the Plumber Bros and humor and heart, then this game is definitely for you. I only spent 11 hours beating it. It is the shortest game in the series as the other ones continue to get longer and longer. And all the time I've put in this game, I've never regretted it once. The cast of zany characters, humor, and pure fun I've had with this game are just the icing on top of a spot-on RPG, even if it is a light one. This game is going for about $8 right now on the Wii U eShop, as well as its sequel for $10, which we'll definitely revisit for another time, another Partners in Time. And with all the bad jokes aside, thanks for watching my review. A huge thank you to the entire Game and Deitz crew for 1 year on the channel and many more. Also, another big thanks to everyone for being just such a big support. I'm so glad that all of you are still enjoying this a year later and that I still get to make videos. I love making all this content, and I can't wait to put more out and just have it be better, more refined content, and have some of my visions for this channel come true, because I have a lot. I want to thank all of you for your support and understanding. And with that, live gracefully, guys. Peace.